Jamaica's top soccer league, its clubs, its fields, and its people are facing a crisis. A historic Category 5 hurricane named Melissa slammed into the island and left destruction in its wake. This film explores what really happened, how the storm struck, what it did to football infrastructure, how much revenue will be lost, what famous players mean to their communities, and how Jamaican football is fighting to rebuild. This isn't just about a game, it's about identity, resilience, and hope. The storm that hit. On October 28, 2025, Hurricane Melissa made landfall with sustained winds of 185 miles per hour. Jamaica's strongest storm on record. The southwestern parishes of St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland were described as underwater by local officials. Power grids collapsed. More than 70% of the island went dark, and entire neighborhoods were cut off. Football infrastructure, much of it along coastal plains, was devastated. Roads to stadiums were washed out, light towers snapped, and training grounds disappeared under brown flood water. A viral drone shot showed Montego Bay's Catherine Hall Stadium completely submerged. Goalposts half underwater, locker rooms caked in mud. Football in Jamaica went silent overnight. The Jamaica Football Federation's General Secretary said in an emergency briefing, "We've seen damage in nearly every parish that hosts Premier League matches. It will take time, but we will return stronger." When football stopped, the Jamaica Premier League had barely kicked off its 2025-26 season when the hurricane struck. Fixtures were immediately postponed. The league office suspended all activity for safety. Clubs from Kingston to St. James had their training facilities wrecked. Youth academies became shelters. Mount Pleasant FA confirmed the damage in an official release. The last 48 hours have been some of the most challenging for us as Jamaicans. The passage of Hurricane Melissa has been devastating, but we are already mobilizing our community to rebuild. Their scheduled Caribbean Cup semi-final against Trinidad's Defence Force was pushed back a week. Newsday TT reported, the second leg of the return semi-final was rescheduled from October 29th to November 5th, owing to the expected impact of Hurricane Melissa. Portmore United FC issued a message of solidarity. Our thoughts and prayers are with the management, players, staff, and community as they begin to rebuild after the impact of Hurricane Melissa. Even as clubs spoke out, stadiums stood empty. In Kingston, the Tony Spalding Sports Complex, home of Arnett Gardens FC, had sections of fencing ripped away. In Montego Bay, turf rolled up like carpet. For now, the whistle was silent. Infrastructure in ruins. What the images don't fully show is the cost. Jamaica's top-flight football isn't built on billion-dollar budgets. It runs on community funds, local sponsors, and small but loyal crowds. Repairing a single stand or relaying a professional-grade pitch can cost more than $100,000. A massive bill in an economy where many clubs operate on annual budgets under $500,000. Flooded turf, broken seating, damaged scoreboards, and electrical systems mean weeks of downtime. Insurance coverage is spotty, and replacement parts must be imported. The Premier League's central office estimates that if just half the season's matches are disrupted, league-wide losses could approach $2 million, factoring ticket revenue, concessions, and broadcast fees. For a domestic league that typically generates under $10 million a year, that's catastrophic. Sponsors often suspend payments when fixtures halt. Vendors, the peanut sellers, drink hawkers, and taxi operators who live on match-day earnings suddenly have nothing. The economic ecosystem around football freezes. The revenue reality. Mount Pleasant A entered this season with one of the league's highest payrolls and a reported total squad market value of roughly €700,000. They recently paid more than 6 million Jamaican dollars. That's about $39,000 in Jamaican dollars, JMD being the national currency, to restore international transfer compliance. Now, hurricane damage adds a new burden: stadium repairs, staff wages without games, and potential relocation costs. Portmore United FC, historically Jamaica's most successful club with 6 league titles, had been in the middle of attracting foreign investment to boost operations. Their general manager told the Gleaner, "All that momentum has to pause until we know the condition of our facilities. Our priority is our people first, football second." For context, a normal home match in the Premier League might bring in 3,000 to 4,000 fans at ticket prices between $500 Jamaican dollars and $1,000 Jamaican dollars, roughly $3 to $6. Add concessions and small sponsorship activation, and that's around $20,000 in revenue per match. Losing just 5 home games could erase $100,000 for a single club. Across 12 clubs, total direct losses could exceed $1.2 million before considering repairs or youth program income. Multiply that by the months it takes to rebuild, and you see why the Federation is appealing for international aid. Players who mean something. Beyond numbers are the people who built Jamaica's football culture. Stars like Ricardo Fuller, who rose from Kingston streets to Stoke City in the English Premier League, and Ian Goodison, the Montego Bay defender who earned over 120 caps for Jamaica. That means he represented his national team in 120 official international matches. Became living proof that local pitches can produce global talent. Fuller once said, "Without the community fields, I'd have had nothing." That's where we learned discipline. These legends routinely visit youth camps and sponsor charity matches. After Melissa, Fuller posted, "My heart goes out to everyone back home. We'll rebuild those pitches, we always do." Goodison, still coaching youth defenders, told TVJ News, "The kids just need somewhere to train. If they have a field, they have a future." Their generation inspired the Reggae Boys, the nickname for Jamaica's national football team, a blend of national pride and reggae culture that symbolizes unity, rhythm, and defiance. The Reggae Boys made history in 1998 as the first English-speaking Caribbean team to qualify for a World Cup. And every young player since has grown up chasing that same dream. Community impact and pipeline pause. Every Saturday before Melissa, kids from Denham Town to St. Anne would fill small community fields in hand-me-down boots. Coaches ran clinics, parents sold food nearby, and scouts from Premier League clubs quietly looked for the next breakout player. Now, many of those grounds are waterlogged or used as emergency shelters. A Kingston Youth League coordinator told TVJ News, "We can't even mark the lines. The grass is gone and the posts are twisted, but the boys still show up with a ball." Grassroots programs are crucial for Jamaica's national team pipeline. They feed the under-17s, who feed the senior Reggae Boys. Disrupt that chain for a year, and you risk losing an entire cohort of talent. For kids in vulnerable communities, football is often the only structured outlet. Rebuilding those youth fields isn't just about sport. It's about keeping young people connected and safe. Football fights back. Despite the wreckage, recovery started almost immediately. Within days, players from multiple clubs were seen distributing supplies. The Mount Pleasant organisation turned its buses into relief shuttles. Portmore United's staff opened their training facility to displaced families. The Jamaica Football Federation began coordinating with CONCACAF to access emergency infrastructure grants. JFF President Michael Ricketts told local media, "Football is part of our social fabric. We'll restore our pitches, but we're also using this time to strengthen how the game supports the community." Fundraising drives launched online. Diaspora supporters from London, Toronto, and New York donated equipment and funds. Former players held charity live streams and FIFA gaming tournaments, channeling proceeds to repair youth fields. For a nation known for rhythm and resilience, the rally around football feels almost instinctive. The road back to competition. Restarting professional matches will take creativity. League officials are considering neutral site double headers at unaffected venues like Sabina Park in Kingston or St Anne's Sports Complex. Clubs might have to share grounds, compress schedules, or play afternoon games under limited lighting until repairs finish. Mount Pleasant's coach told reporters, "We'll play wherever we can. Empty field, training pitch, even school grounds, just to keep the rhythm." The JFF is assessing damage estimates and seeking government assistance for reconstruction. The hope is to resume official fixtures within weeks, but reality may stretch longer depending on rainfall and infrastructure repairs. Meanwhile, players are training indoors or on small patches of surviving turf, staying fit any way they can. Legacy and lessons. What Hurricane Melissa exposed is that Jamaican football's strength lies not in money, but in people. The league has always operated on tight budgets, yet it produces talent recognized worldwide. The storm also highlighted the need for stronger infrastructure, better drainage systems, insurance coverage, and emergency plans. If those lessons translate into long-term reforms, this disaster could spark a smarter, more resilient league. Portmore United's director said it best. "Maybe this is our wake-up call, to build facilities that can survive the next storm, because there will be one." Players like Leon Bailey and Michael Antonio, Jamaican international thriving in Europe's top leagues, have begun sharing donation links to support rebuilding of local academies. Their involvement amplifies the message that the Reggae Boys' legacy depends on saving those community fields. Hurricane Melissa didn't just damage stadiums, it interrupted a heartbeat. The pitches are soaked, the lights are dark, and the stands are empty. But the spirit of Jamaican football remains unbroken. From Montego Bay to Kingston, people are already clearing debris, marking lines again, and kicking the first muddy balls of recovery. When the Jamaica Premier League returns, the roar from those stands will carry new meaning. Every pass, every goal will represent persistence. Melissa reminded the world that Jamaica's beauty and vulnerability go hand in hand. But so does its strength. And as the flood waters recede and the nets go back up, one thing is certain. Football will rise again. Work like you're broke. Celebrate like you're blessed. That's the Jamaican way. And the game will go on.